What's up, guys? Today I will be showing off my new deck and the new card which I have early access to, the Ram Rider. It is super OP and it is really good right now because a lot of people don't know how to defend it. So right here I have a deck with it inside of it, and it's kind of based off of the first deck that I had. And yeah, so right here I start off. I did not think that this would be too hard to handle, but as you can see, it's doing a lot of damage to my tower. So that was just a bad play by me, not the deck's fault, my fault. And excuse me, I'm a bit sick right now. So I counter that with Fire Spirits, and now I see the opportunity with my Ram Rider. I play it kind of like a hog, because it is almost like a hog, but it has the unique snare mechanic. So as you can see, since the Royal Ghost wasn't moving there, it was snared. And you can see it blinking. So I played my Ice Wizard in the middle to take care of kind of both lanes. Even though it's not doing that great of a job. Again, he's doing a lot more damage. I'm really underestimating his pushes, and I need to kind of take them more seriously. So I end up losing a tower there. And I'm behind by a lot. But this deck and the Ram Rider is really good, so I'm confident that I can get it back. Okay, so he's coming in with a Witch. I think I'll probably counter with the Royal Ghost and an Inferno. There we go. Ice Wizard to slow everything down. It's a great control card. And I use it in a lot of my hog decks. Night Witch on that. I do not want to take that extra damage. I'm already behind a lot. So I'm going to zap that because... Actually, I do not know why I zapped that. And I'm going to place an Inferno to take care of anything coming there, partly. And now I need to rush in. I see that he plays the Rocket and the Skarmy, so it's my time. I wait a bit for the Fire Spirits so they don't go for the Skarmy. And now I have a huge push going on here. As you can see, this deck can dish out a lot of damage really fast. The Royal Ghost comes in clutch there and just got lucky. I guess the other Royal Ghost turned invisible, and neither of us were really expecting that, but hey, it worked. And dumb move on the Rocket again. He could have waited a bit, but now I have a great push going. This deck is super good at making just really fast pushes come out of nowhere and doing tons of damage. So now I'm at a huge lead right now. I have a Night Witch on the tower and I did tons of damage. So I'm going to push the other side. I'm going to slow everything down with the Ice Wizard so he can't get a big push going for me. And now I'm just going to try to get everything attacking the tower. And that is GG. I came back all the way from him having, from me having a tower down, and I've barely even touched his towers. Now I'm going to get into a second replay here. So, I'm going to confuse him a bit here. I put Fire Spirits right there. I can tell he probably doesn't know what to do. He plays a Wizard in the back, and he's going to underestimate that push right there. He plays a Dark Goblin, and he has to cover up with the defensive freeze. That's really valuable right now because it has the added seconds and does damage. So right there, I'm going to send in the Royal Ghost and the Fire Spirits on the other side. I know he's pushing there, but it's kind of slow, and it doesn't look like it's going to do a lot of damage. So I'm doing a lot of damage on that side. I can clean it up with my E-Wiz. I'm getting a great trade-off right there. Now, I'm going to send in my Goblin Barrel. It might seem dumb because now I'm low on Elixir, but he'll zap that so that it goes for the Goblins, and he can do that extra damage, and that takes out the tower really fast. You gotta be decently skilled to use this deck because these quick little pushes and Elixir leads can easily win you a match. So right there, I counter that pretty easily. Inferno Tower is a great defensive card. And right now, it's just kind of slow. I have a good hand to start something up because of my Night Witch. So he plays a Mega Knight in the back. gonna play my Night Witch and try to cycle to my Inferno Tower. This deck is also pretty good at cycling. And it's not vulnerable to too much splash because it has tankier cards instead of lighter cards like Skeleton Army or Bats. So that just melts the Mega Knight right there. He plays a freeze, but it's not going to do much. The Goblin, the Dark Goblin is going to get a few shots off there, but I'm not too worried. I'm going to rush the other side. He doesn't have much to counter that. That just gets incinerated and is doing so much damage. The Ram Rider charge is so good. So he plays a Mega Knight with a damaged wizard and a battle ram. This might seem threatening, but this deck has really good defense. You just gotta play it calmly. So you also want to spread everything out. See how I spread out the Royal Ghost and the Inferno Tower and the E-Wiz. It just helps so that he can't take it all out at once. And that push is super threatening. This deck also has great counter pushes. And yeah, he had to use his freeze on defense. So I just have to stop him for 9 more seconds. You know, I have this game wrapped up. There we go. And now we're gonna hop into one more match to show off the Ram Rider and this amazing deck. And as you can see, I used an Ice Wizard in the first match and an E-Wiz in the second one. You can change up a few cards if you don't have sub or if you prefer other cards. This deck is really flexible and you can change most of the things to your liking. So, right there, I didn't play that overly well, but it'll get the job done. I'm at an elixir lead right now, so I place in my push. Don't use Skeleton Army. I tell you guys right now, just use a Goblin Gang, as I zap that away, and I do so much damage. I have not used Skeleton Army since Arena 4. Or I can't even remember when. So right there, I thought that would take care of it, but he clones it, and that cloned Elite Barb gets 2 shots off. That's massive. That was very well played, and it caught me off guard. So I'm going to start something up with my Night Witch here. It's a good card to play in the back. It has the bat sending forward. As he places a golem. So I place my E-Wiz and a high Inferno Tower so it locks onto that golem right away. It doesn't deal with the skeletons. So right here I have lots of great cards on the field. Zap that away as soon as he places it. Positive elixir trade. Now hopefully it's going to go take out the Witch, which it does. And that E-Wiz, oh, he counters with Elite Barbs. So now, the Ram Rider is actually also a great defensive card. As you can see, it's snaring those Elite Barbarians, and they're going to get shut down, and it's going for a counter push. And it hits the tower. That's amazing. It defended a 6 elixir card, got off, and got massive damage on the tower. I think that's a little under 500 damage. That's crazy. The Ram Rider is a great card. As you can see there, its unique snare mechanic. Stop that. It's great on defense and offense. So, right now, I have a bit of a lead, but he's in double elixir with a golem, so it's going to be tough. I'm actually going to play the Night Witch in the back, so by the time it gets there, I can deal with all of that and kind of be covered a little bit. I'm just going to play it slow, you know, counter one thing at a time. And I have great cards on the field. This deck is excellent with counter push. So right here, I've slowed it down, and as you can see, I have a ton of cards on the field. That Ram Rider, look at that. It's just going to take that out. Now, this was a dumb play. He should have fireballed my Ram Rider, but look at that. It still attacks after the charge as well. And see, I just had so much coming at him, he didn't know what to do. So, I hope you enjoyed the video and try my deck out. Thanks.